ngenya kukonye na chezesha mtoto sia
kupanuka atiza lata kuna kutulia alijichocha na kusema Benjamini player after kupata jano siku manzali nipea hakuna chali na bado mali na pepea ka Nairobi na tukicheza tunakuchezea acting ni sura zingine neza akisia my light skin ndo kidogo mina changamkia anajitepa na mendo najipulizia na kani mechi anapenda kucheza na gia yoga ni kwela mina penda kujitafutia sio lazima bigi mina penda petit pia hawezi zima kama mzinga naongeza na bia na usipochunga kama kiti anaweza kukalia
madam na kudai umedunga mimi na napenda mangwai una dance fit na wacha nikismile ama niko high jua lazima nice madam na kudai umedunga mimi na napenda mangwai una dance fit na wacha nikismile ama niko high jua lazima nice come.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful Friday afternoon in the 254, 23 minutes past 3 p.m. here in Kenya. And apparently it's not raining. As per the whole of the week, it's been raining by this time. We are just glad that you are back. For all our first-time listeners, this is of course the Black Hot Fire Network Media for the 21st century. And this is the Rythm Scoop Show. Karibuni sana, my name is Shmali. Of course, we have Katie and Joby in the building.
Hello, good people. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Rythm Scoop Show. I'm hoping you've had a wonderful morning, afternoon, and it is now evening on our end. Get to talk to us and do let us know how is your day so far. Happy Furahi Day. I know so many of us are happy because the weekend is here. It's knocking a few hours to the weekend. What's up? Or what's popping with you? Or what have you prepared for the weekend? But anyway, my name is Katie. To all those who are just joining us for the first time, keep on interacting with us and do let us know what's popping with you.
Yes, karibuni sana family. Welcome back. We were just with you a few minutes ago, but of course, this is the Rythm Scoop Show, arts, entertainment, and culture, every Monday and Friday. Remember to interact with us in case you're tuned in, subscribe in case you're new, and of course, enjoy the show. My name is Joe.
Yes, y'all heard it from the source. We are getting back to a short musical break, and definitely we will be back with a quote of the day. If you are tuned in on our TikTok page, karibu sana. Those who are joining our YouTube channel, kindly share a quote with the world and with the girls. We'll be back with the quotes of the day. Keep it locked. This is the Black Fire Network.
Producer Chrome. When you're busy, the booty side, it's not your time. Deal with that. When you're busy, the booty side, it's not your time. Deal with that. Nadhani bila retuziishi news flash, tutaishifiti, tutakusahau kama kamisi, na memory tutoe kwa akili. Unabehave ni kawe tuko na option, pia sisi hii ni caution. Kazi huruma singekuwa na wewe, usipochange itabidi nitembeze. Last chance, ati last chance, last chance tuliacha last year. Hiyo ndio falami sitakujisikia, usipochange kanyanga. Weniambie, hebu decide, your time, with that. Weniambie, hebu decide, not your time, with that.
Yes, my quote of the day is Friday is a day to finish your goals for the week. It is a day to celebrate that which you set out to accomplish at the beginning of the week. Well done.
My end week quote of the day, and of course, I wish you guys a peaceful weekend. It says, the world is overwhelming as it is. For sure it is. Be gentle with yourself. A happy weekend.
My quote of the day says, people will be in a secret competition with you and still be losing.
Decide, counter change, it's not your time. Deal with that. When you're playing, hebu decide, it's not your time. Unanithreat, ukiniacha, siniache, unatutreat, ukaacha kazi, siuache, unadhani tunajali. Ujinga ni kudhani bila wewe, hatutasonga, tunasonga. Ujinga ni kudhani bila wewe, hatutaomoka, tunaomoka. Weni ram, diliram, you're so dumb, dunia si yako pekee, you're so dumb, tushuka kuna ngoja nikufuate, usipochange kila mtu njia yake. When you're being, hebu decide, it's not your time, deal with that. When you're being, hebu decide, it's not your time, deal with that. When decide, counter change, it's not your time, deal with that. When you're being, hebu decide, it's not your time.
Yes, family, welcome back to the Rythm Scoop Show. I see people on our TikTok page. I can't be able to see well, so whoever can operate TikTok.
Hello to Penny Motiso. I see there is also Njeri only two of us.
Oh, only two. I also see Keith Newsom in the building, and the other two, silent listeners. Let us know who you are in the comment section, and if you have a quote of the day, let us know. I see Keith is saying your speakers have too much bass. The sound is static.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's
And
okay, we will check
we
up
will
on
change
that.
on that. And karibuni sana, welcome. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon. Let me know how your week has been, ladies.
Been good.
Yeah.
Positivity all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine has been amazing. I can't complain.
All right. Mine also has been good. We are almost coming to the end of the year.
Manze.
Yeah.
We are running out of time.
What do you guys have to say? Have you guys achieved your goals?
I can say I've not achieved my goals because I've achieved a lot, and also being able to witness the end of the year is one of the biggest goal, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest experience and one of the biggest blessings. So I cannot say I've not achieved anything I wanted. Maybe I have not, but we try again next year.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, personally, I'm grateful for health, for everything that I've experienced. Like I've said, each year comes with its own experience. There's always ups and downs. If your life is straight, man, lucky to you, man. But I know life, as you create a meaning of it or out of it, it has its own ups and downs. It's been great. I can't complain. I'm literally grateful at the position I am at today as Joby. I've really grown as a person, and I can't wait. Next week is my goddamn birthday, so yes, it's a Sagittarius season. We in it.
Yes. Mine has been okay. I can't complain. I do believe every day is a lesson, and it is the process. And I always say every day, it is not where you are going. It is how you've gone there. What have you learned from every mistake, every gift, every everything you
mistakes
did.
are lessons, losses are lessons as well.
Yeah, so it's the lessons that make you stronger. Talking about the end of the year, we start with shenanigans, of course. And this is a question I will ask you, both of you. And had you stuck to your childhood dream job or career, what could you be doing today, or who could you be?
I would be an accountant.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you were a child, you were asked, what do you want to be?
I really loved mathematics. I don't know kulienda aje. I used to do very well in mathematics. Actually, I think in primary school I scored the highest in mathematics. But when I got to secondary school, I got to form 2. I don't know what happened. Ni kama hesabu ilikuwa ngumu, and then I didn't love mathematics I used to love it, but I bet also the teachers matter. You know, sometimes you get an aggressive teacher, and you just find yourself hating mathematics at the end of the day. But I used to love doing mathematics, and I dreamt always being an accountant. Yeah.
Personally, I'm living my dream job. That is my childhood. This is what I'm doing. This is my childhood dream job. I'm living it, and I'm always grateful for it. But if I was not this, I'd be literally a chef. I'll be in the kitchen.
All right. I've always loved journalism from day one, ever since. And one thing, if I was not doing journalism, I'd be in a fashion school, or I'd be in a fashion, a department somewhere, because it's so funny when I told my cousin, who we grew up together, one day that I'm actually on radio, and then she was like, she's not seen me for years and years, and she's like, I'm not surprised, I definitely knew you'd land into
But I
this
think
kind of
career goals changes all the time. I remember after primary school, I no longer wanted to become an accountant. After that, I wanted to I wanted to do network design. And after that, after now school, I wanted to do building and construction. And after it became impossible for me, now I really loved radio, but I also loved fashion. I couldn't figure out what I want, but I knew I'm going to do something with fashion, something with I'll always, sometimes the universe is always into your thoughts, and I kept on saying, someday I'll be famous. There was even some time I dreamt of seeing myself in a television, and I dreamt so loud that everybody hadn't woke up, and they're like, what did you say? Tomorrow you'll see me on the television. And they were like, where? And I went back to sleep.
I mean, dreams come true. Literally, I do believe in the power of your energy. I mean, and what you manifest in. I always say every day, speak out what you wish, and it will always come to happen. And literally, we are a living testimony.
And most of the time, the universe is listening, even to the thoughts, without even you speaking to it. It's listening to your thoughts. Yeah,
literally. But anyway, talking about school and careers, yesterday there was a release of class 8 exams we saw the leading student from group of schools.
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, it was Riara group of schools. I didn't expect him to be from the group of schools, but the Swahili was super clean, sanifu, and I saw him and I was reading at the comments and I'm like, people are hating, you know, what wako like, you'd get marks right now for 48, na utakuja tu kuseti pahali.
No, I saw
in a
people
few
saying,
months.
hiyo urefu yako yote unafaa kuwa form 4.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of people actually body shaming these kids first and foremost, of which I want us to talk about that just as a, you know, as a short conversation on that also. And I also want us to talk about the educational system. Yesterday we were on the streets and I was telling Katie, I've seen somebody get 460 marks. You know, 450 marks back then. But right now when you look at the educational system in Kenya, unapata 420, 415, you know, the marks have really gone down. And I was asking, what do you think the reason of this is? Mbona the educational system is it because, I'm thinking, back then there was a lot of scandals za kuiba mtihani. People used to leakage of exams and it's not even the end of it, because every time there is a examination, KCSE or KCP examination, there's always somebody who is being caught leaking exams somewhere, either principal and stuff like that. But again, is it because now students are not really keen on education itself? You see, right now you find a student in class 4 or class 5 really good with PS games, you know, and I do believe there's a way they can make money out of it, you know. Only I don't know if in Kenya if it works, but
does.
video games are actually really pay, you know. Apart from even that, there's a lot of talent that goes. You go to TikTok and you see them dancing, and you're like, you are just 3 years old. How do you know to choreograph all this, you know, and stuff like that? I believe there is diversity in also talents and a lot of stuff, not only education, which has led also to, you know, education going down. As per my thought, I don't know what you guys have to say about it.
I was looking at the statistics, and in 2003 there was a student called Calvin Nyakundi who scored 482 marks.
I told you for 80.
Missing only 18 marks to the
to
total
500,
score,
yeah.
you know. And I was like, okay, right now the average or the highest score is a 428.
Yeah.
What is happening with the education and also the curriculum? Because the curriculum has faced a lot of challenges, because these children, they have been troubled by the way. These children, they are lucky they have finished the school. They have been troubled by the curriculum, and they were the last one to do it for 4. But now what has happened is, do you remember the Matiang'i era?
Yeah.
This is when we started seeing the drugs.
I was a Matiang'i baby.
I was also a Matiang'i baby in primary, probably.
Yeah.
And like we used to see now people scoring a lot of marks, and then after Matiang'i came, he tightened the security, and those people who used to cheat in examinations now they started getting caught. Even teachers who used to leak examinations to their students, they started to be caught. So I bet Kitambo there was a lot of cheating, and also Kitambo there were not those developments like right now. We have choreographers, just like you've said. We have video games. We have children who knows how to operate an iPad by themselves at the age of 3, you know. So I guess that also at that time was letting children be stuck more in books than be on the phones, on the tabs, you know. I bet that was what was happening.
Well, I agree with you 100%. But question number 1: how comes there's no one who's also ever scored 500?
Hey,
Because
you can.
Why can't you?
Because you can't.
Always hear
For
people saying
example,
that.
you can't get say 50 out of 50.
There's
Why?
always
What if I can't?
you can't. There's always that mark that is deducted for the children who had challenges during their examinations.
Why are they deducting my marks? It's mine.
It's yours, but now you have to now favor even those who had problems to get into the even examination places. Because remember, Joby, right now this flooding, we had children who are affected distracted by getting to schools. So those children, sometimes they get to the exam rooms, it's very late, and the government, it's called standardization. The government find ways to standardize so that now if they release the marks, it's equal to everyone. If you had maybe for 80 marks, there's like 10 deducted, so that they can standardize and share to the rest of the
As for me, I think that's really very unfair. But again, I do agree on what you say. On where actually right now we're so digitalized. You know, we have so much in advance. We have laptops, we have tablets, we have phones, we have a lot literally within children's access, students' access. And like you said, I have a nephew, I've said that before, who's really smart on games. Really like this guy, I don't know, sijui hata anaongea na kina nani, and he's really doing great in it. But when it comes to studies, ana score ako huko chini, hata apigwe mara ngapi, like kumse akili yake haiko hapo, akili yake ikirudi kwa games ako sawa, he can answer anything. But on kwa shule mse, I swear is really like ako chini man. But I feel like again the system, just like you said, how many ministers of education have we had changed within just a year, within a term, let's say in 5 years? Because I remember we had Matiang'i. During Matiang'i's time, like you just said, actually people were doing great. There was a lot of strictness going on, but there's been changes, and there's always changes in between, and there's always strike of teachers again, which also does slow down the education system, rather the classes. You see that most of the students wanakosa kwa attend classes because the teachers are not in school. There's also where students also are lacking school fees, where majority of the times I'll have to be home because my parents has to feed me on a hand-to-mouth situation before I tap at school fees, So I believe there's literally a lot pros and cons on it, but again, how has the education literally of today in Africa as a whole, not just Kenya, helped us? That is where we need to begin. Where we had the other guy, can't remember his name, Andrew something,
Onyango Tate,
saying it's all a matrix. We need to start realizing how also this is scoring and helping our lives at the long run. Where are the skills to apply?
Literally I do agree with both of you. I think education is good. We've had this conversation before. It's only that the educational system in Kenya is kind of corrupted, and when you understand the matrix, then you'll definitely understand what is going on with the educational system in Kenya. But apart from that, let me read a few comments as we start our conversation. I see Mr. Blackfire is in the building. He's saying Katie's hair looks so cool, like something from my mother's generation back in the 70s, like Foxy Brown or Cleopatra Jones. And he's also saying, Shmani, yes, life is a lesson, and it is to be lived in joy. He also says, I believe that Shmani, you're very fashionable and probably one of the most fashionable people I know. I also see kids saying, speak out and put emotion behind your thoughts, and do 3-6-9 rule to help you manifest it faster. Karibu sana. And to those who are locked in on our TikTok page, Karibu. Now, I want us to start our conversation. And because today is entertainment, I want us to take it slow. I've been looking for this video for the longest time, but I think I want to be able to share it. We'll just explain to you guys what is happening. Now, there's a video going viral of a young guy, and this man is a die-hard, I think, of God Maya. His name is Jaro Soldier. Somebody that the people who I don't know if you've ever seen God Maya fans always dressed, when they're in green and all that. There is this guy that is so famous in Gor Mahia, and he's always a big fan. Now, the video is so disturbing because Jaro Soldier captured the video. He's always on very, very keen on social media. He's always like very, very active on social media and also on X. Now, when the video is very disturbing because you hear his voice on the background, and the video is capturing his mother dying. All right, and I'm thinking, your mother is dying, and you're capturing a video of him. You hear him from the background saying, "What happened to her? Is she not moving?" And he's capturing the video, and I'm like, what kind of human are you? How do you get the courage and the confidence to still go and capture a video of your mom dying? And that then she was not done. He posted it. I'm really looking for the video. I don't know why I can't find it. It's on Buzzroom.
Maybe it was taken down.
It's on Buzzroom. I don't know. I really can't see Buzzroom on Instagram. It's disturbing so much. I really would love to share the video. But what I want us to talk about is how people have actually been so much addicted to social media. You know, you want to live even. You know, there are people who, I do believe when you lose somebody or at the verge of losing somebody you care for, there's some remorse, there's also some confused emotions you always feel. As for somebody who has lost somebody who is very close to them, like a parent, for me, an example of somebody who has...
It's there.
But I can't find Buzzroom itself. I'm really trying to check.
Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. Search Buzzroom Kenya. Okay, let me see if I can get it. It's not here. Alright, it's here.
Yeah.
Alright, here is the video, and this guy has gotten slammed. Let us listen to this disturbing video.
Sema kichwa kiki kinamuuma.
Ati inauma.
Alafu kanguka.
Ndio vile mnyongo leto kwa nipe.
Mimi bare.
Ogila nake na nibi etia. Akaanguka.
Sai hapa tu
Is the one capturing the video?
Mama atimogidi mange. Mama.
And now there the mother's already died and people are already screaming. So this is a very disturbing video. Now let me read the article. Gor Mahia fanatic Jared Otieno, aka Jaro Soldier, has faced fierce criticism after publishing online a chilling footage he recorded as his mom took her last breath. The heart-wrenching video shows a woman trying to resuscitate Jaro's mom as he records while asking what led to her mom collapsing. Not making any effort to help the dying man, the renowned footballer, or rather football fan, continues documenting the incident until his mom is confirmed dead and voices of wailing women took over. The chilling 5-minute footage also shows the dead woman being taken from the house to a nearby morgue in a van, Jaro still taking selfies and recording driver transporting his mom's lifeless body in a morgue. The video has elicited sharp criticism, many mocking Jaro Soldier for being insensitive, heartless, and obsessed with social media content. Others also questioning if the woman is the real mother. Apparently, she's the real mother. And I saw some people reacting on social media saying, you know, there are people who mourn different. But I'm like, this time you were not mourning then. Your mom was still breathing. Where do you get the confidence to actually take a video? It's a disturbing video.
Yeah, I even don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's a really disturbing video. I don't know what you guys have to say because, oh my God, losing somebody like a parent, it's really, really hard.
How do you watch your mom dying and you document the whole thing?
There is no even trying to help.
It's not even like she was in a coma. It's just your mom was okay some few minutes and then she's right now almost dying and you documenting, not even trying to help.
Yeah.
Damn.
And documenting is for social media, of course, for people to see. You
Views.
know? Yes. So do you want to say your mom is the views as important as your mom, or what does it mean literally? It doesn't make sense to me.
Views are more
Personally,
important than
I believe this is not even something we're supposed to be discussing. Actually, even any station.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be addressed, but nah, man.
Why?
What is that?
It's hurtful, Joby. And the reason as to why I want us to discuss personally is because of social media. Like there is this addiction of social media that people even forget their own selves, drunk into social media.
You don't know how many people wish to just have the chance to say goodbye and not even have that moment of even getting to know where their phone is. You know?
Yeah.
That is crazy, and
man.
you know, just be in your right senses. I don't have no comment for
It's
it.
a sad video.
You would even imagine that man is a madman, but he's very okay up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This
really,
man
really.
needs to be beaten.
Anyway, I do believe maybe people have different ways of mourning. Let me believe he was mourning. 'Cause what can you
Mourning
explain?
what? What are you mourning? Your mom is still alive and you're not even trying to help her. Did you love this mother?
Yeah, those are the questions you ask yourself. But anyway,
What was the relationship between them two?
All right.
You also wonder.
let me read a few comments and see what people have to say. Somebody saying, you have done what he wanted to achieve, making his content viral. You see, the reason as to why he posted is because he wanted numbers, and
He's
you
gotten
can,
the
yeah,
numbers.
and you can actually see that really going viral is, it's hurtful, it's crazy, it's just crazy, and not even dying is a content nowadays. You see, now people are trying to explain how it is really.
I think this is the
really-
second encounter this year. We've seen that
Yeah, it's very, very
after the
crazy.
DJ.
After the DJ, exactly, when he actually clipped a video of his wife dying. So it is very crazy. But moving on to more encouraging news and more strong news. Let me use that word. Now there is Andrew Tate, all right? Now Andrew Tate has said something really funny. He has said being broke is a feminine trait. And I will play his video. But before then, I want to just give a little explanation of what he meant by this. And Andrew Tate was asked about women having money, all right, and men having money. And his perspective is, I'm not shocked when a woman is having money, because I know very well that she has gotten money from a man, or she has gotten money from something else, you know. And he said, but for a man, I'm interested because I know this man has actually sweated, has actually worked for it. And I felt like this is some crap, because you can't tell me all women, for them to be successful, there had to be somebody opening their legs. You know, that is what
we
he
are
was
busy
trying
here
to say.
working and you're saying that. Damn.
Let me play the video. And
I don't know, guys, what you have to say about that. Now, Onyango Tate says that he's having sex, but he's not dating ladies.
For their favor, it's for their favor.
How?
For their
How?
favor. Because ladies are.
That's the same guy with the matrix.
Exactly.
Please. You can't be having different type of brains.
I know.
No, he's always like that. Yes. The day before yesterday, I was
But-
on his live, and
Yeah.
he said that that depression.
Yeah.
He was talking about depression, and he said depression is so unreal. He said that going to a therapist is so unreal and is so unrealistic. And you know, come to think about this, you know, when you go to a therapist, Shmani, this therapist is there because of money. You're going to like pour your feelings, how you're feeling, and this person will listen to you.
Yeah.
Probably will help you, but this person is there for money.
But Katie,
So if I
remember, these
commit
people have
suicide,
also,
it's a problem. If I go to a therapist, it's a problem. Where should I stand?
listen also, these people have studied, all right? They've gone to school. They are really, really, they you know, they've studied this for years and years, Katie. I can come and talk to you. A therapist will not give you a solution, definitely, but
Yeah.
it will make you
Yeah.
understand yourself. It will make you understand the situation, because he is a professional in that. What I hate about his statement is depression is not unreal. People are depressed
Yeah,
in
this
Kenya.
is what he was saying.
People are depressed. Let me play this video, and I
Brokenness is what
It's a feminine trait.
he
Not
said,
being in it, man.
he said brokenness. Let me start.
And this man is not
Because the next I thought he was making sense after the Matrix. What is
he
all
made
this
sense
about?
with the Matrix, but now when it comes to other things, I think
Cloud chasing.
not
Yeah.
even cloud chasing.
More
Huyu
chasing.
kijana
Cloud
ni kama amechizi in a way. You know, this person is the one who deserves help. We thought he was making sense with the Matrix, and he made sense for some time. But look at his content nowadays.
Yeah.
He's sitting down, talking to people on TikTok, 100+ people listening to him and telling them that
Before
depression
you
is
play the
unreal.
Yeah.
Shout out to what was the name of the guy who was here yesterday?
The ratchet.
Yeah. The guy said this industry is literally drowning because of also the kind of things we're literally paying attention to.
Yeah.
And I literally 100% have been talking about it. Unakaa mjinga lakini for real. What we literally tolerate in this kind of nonsense, even paying attention to it, it's what is literally sinking down this industry.
The saddest
The
part.
music, the message, even this message outcomes to me. Any bloggers wamekuwa blog kupata kitu ani iposte kwa blog unajua vile kitambo ilikuwa ni
it will be hard even
like on the blog.
Ulikuwa watu mnana ametokea kwa blog okay unaona ana trend huyo sasa. But now everyone hata ukisema nini you just man.
I mean, you hear somebody's a vixen, they're on blogs.
Na kufika the banks.
Yeah,
you know, it was a very, very big deal. Imagine Onyango Tet is opening his school.
Then he said the books he said that the metrics school is a scam.
No, he's educating you according to his
are we getting an Afrocentric education or is just a mentality?
I don't know. It is Onyango Tet Academy. I don't know even if it's physical, but he's opening a school.
Understanding the metrics and opening a school are two different things. Because
maybe he's opening a school to teach people about escaping the metrics.
Yeah,
low vibration.
That's crazy.
Brokenness is what?
It's a feminine trait.
But we have rich.
Yeah, we have rich ladies that we know their source of wealth. When I see a rich lady, I'm not impressed. But when I see a rich guy, I'm impressed because I know that guy had to put in a lot of work.
So we have to be rich for you. We have to be poor for you to be impressed. Shame on you. I'm going to be rich and you're not going to be impressed.
Yeah.
Achieve that. Well, when I see a lady in a private jet, I know that there's some dude who put him there. So I'm not impressed.
We have CEOs. Yeah. We have boss ladies. We have entrepreneurs. We got what? Especially if you're talking about black women.
Yeah.
If you're talking about mzungu ni sawa, to excuse us because sisi tujafika hata tujui ndege inakaa ndani.
Yeah.
Unaongelelea mambo ya private jets. What? This is so disrespectful.
I know, it is very disrespectful. It is very disrespectful.
And this is what I'm saying, even to these bloggers who are posting this nonsense. Let me tell you, this is where I speak about where Africans have lost dignity within ourselves. Dignity starts like this, where you literally talking shame of your women, alafu inaanza kutrend.
Yeah.
What is that?
And you know,
what is that?
people keep on saying he's a
Weak
very
of
good,
your women.
He's a very good student from Kibe.
Oh,
so
no.
he started off. You know, people started off listening to Onyango Tet. Why? Onyango Tet before he was not talking about the matrix.
Yeah.
He was talking about girls.
Yeah.
And not having girlfriends.
Yeah.
That is what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So this is when he started becoming relevant to men, and the men started listening to him, and they started saying a very good graduate from Kibe school. And right now he's talking about the matrix. He gained relevance to everybody because we are all trying to escape the matrix. And right now he's talking about women being
I don't know why it is a thing that if you want to trend, you have to come after women. You know, why can't you just trend? I mean, you're a man. If you say you are so masculine enough, why don't you talk about masculine stuff? Why are you coming to shame women and you feel like that is making you a man? Because I do believe a man who shames women is half of a man, personally for me. Because you as a man has better things to talk about as a man. You stand to be a man of yourself. Why are you going out to say, women, if I see you in a jet, imagine, Katie, can't you afford getting on a plane?
I will.
You can, right? You can, definitely. So if you go there, I'm supposed to judge you that, hey, Katie amepanda ndege, she was taken by another man. You know, there's always somebody opening. This is a mentality that has really been, I don't know.
You know, it's so sad that we see women working. Right here, there's a man who will see us hustling, and they will see us right here from Monday to Friday, and you will still hear him saying that they got where they are because they opened their legs.
Yeah.
You know, it's always like that. Me, I don't even understand. Sometimes men are just weird because
I do believe it's our own black men who are against us.
Not even all of them. Not all of them, because we have the good ones. But imagine there's somebody shmani that will see you wherever you are or doing good in life, and you've gotten there by yourself, but they will still say, you know, she's a woman.
You know, she's so sad. And I think I don't know how to express it, but me being a woman, I feel attacked, man. I feel attacked for real. What do you mean? What do you mean it's easy for a woman to sit on a private jet, for her to own a business, for her to live the lifestyle she's living, it's literally because she's literally giving herself sexually to someone. That is so disrespectful. One,
exactly.
very disrespectful. Secondly, again, to the blog, this blog, Sijui Nairobi Gossip, we have so many right now. Stop spreading. Literally should be very conscious.
Yeah.
This way you go back to the society and ask yourself, who are the men?
That is why they trend. They want to make numbers. This is the reason they are posting nonsense.
Who are the men?
But you know, when you look at these blogs nowadays, and I think people even started getting bored with them, because when you look at what I say, what is this a gossip now? Is this even relevant?
Do you know?
What? And then I do believe also these blogs and medias, they want to actually, they have a great influence in marketing nonsense, starting from even music. You know, you find that once a very bullshit music has been posted on a blog, this other blog is gonna steal, this other blog is gonna post, and now it's trending, you know, from 1 million to 10 million people. And you're like, why the hell is this happening? You have every right to actually put on sensible stuff that can actually help people.
This is so sad. Personally, I feel like that is they're trying to discriminate. Also, we have women, let's say watoto wako madem wako high school sai.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to instill in their mentality? Because personally, I feel like that is also another instill of some information to the young generation that is rising up. Oh, so for real, like madam do sit on a private jet, you know, they need to literally be sleeping with men so that they can sit on a private jet. Personally, I disagree. That is so disrespectful. I feel like that is also trying to shut down women's confidence. That is how I feel. Because unatry kuniambiaje like umefika hapa juu, unatry kumaanisha
exactly. And even for the person that has actually worked hard, you can imagine, me personally, when I wake up at 6:30, I'm like, and damn, you have to wake up, man.
This is what I'm saying. You will find a man knows very well umeamka 6, you've gone to work from 6 to maybe 6, and maybe you go to another job, and they'll still say that you had to open your legs, or Shmani is a woman. She's more privileged. You'll have to see that. Imagine, and this is so bad.
It's a very rotten mentality, and I believe that the mentality has been marketed mostly by the men. I'm so sorry to say this, but you don't find most of women saying, "Well, ulipanda hapa jamwana." Nani mostly it's men who actually say, but they're women. But it's because of me that this is there. And of course, it is a really long thing, because women have actually put themselves. Can we name 100 women, or even 500 women,
I'm so
or
sorry
even
to
a million
say,
women?
Even this, I always say, I don't know, Sijui lifestyle ya watu kama akina Amber Ray, I'll mention, okay? Amber Ray, akina Vera, but sometimes you'll see so much negativity being splashed towards them just because of their lifestyle. One, before umse hata julikane, kuna zile struggles pia amekuwa nazo, ndio afike mali yako, kujijengea jina and your old profile. People go through struggle to become who they are, literally. Stop saying that literally every woman you see successful just because they are now chilling with celebrities, because they have now opportunities left, right, and center, and you got none. Do you know, so sadly, majority of these people talking you so broke.
They
you
are
can't
feeling
even
intimidated.
come on, shut up, man. Just move on with life.
I'm like, even if I can search, anyway, I don't want to search. I'm not
interested
interested in this
disrespectful.
guy's life again. It's just some bullshit.
Shout out to all the blogs promote ujinga.
It's just bullshit. But anyway,
zingine zinakam juu ya kuona watu kama Onyango Tetu wanasema.
But it's true.
Yeah, they are
I can just wake up today and create
and go and you know Onyango Tetu is my friend.
Wrong guy.
No, I'm saying Onyango Tetu, for example, Onyango Tetu is my friend. I can go and ask him questions, and by the fact that I have brought Onyango Tetu, who everyone wants to listen to him, I'll get views. Even though kunaendelea.
But that's super crazy, and that's some bullshit. But anyway, moving on to other news and updates, I want us to talk about a little bit of entertainment. There is somebody called Chris Ero. Chris Ero alimba Ero Baba. I don't know if you guys, he was a Maasai gospel singer. And I
loved him.
You loved him. Yeah, he was slim with the dreadlocks. And now he was having an interview. And during this interview, he was asked why a lot of gospel artists have actually changed to secular. And this is something we have actually seen a lot of times. You find people like Willie Paul, all gospel artists that I grew up knowing. Literally, when I was watching Groove Awards, you remember Groove Party? where you'd sit at 31st.
Yeah.
Uko tu kwa TV, like everybody's waiting. Katie, do you know Groove Party?
Yo, hey, that was
Oh my
fun.
God, that was fun.
Tunamshamwaka na
I
memba
know.
magoti
I know.
mbaya.
And then it was like you've waited the whole of the
I
year,
know.
and then you have and then it was till midnight. Mnangoja
Yeah,
midnight
damn.
ndo muanze kuwatch the whole. It was
Shout
amazing.
out to DJ Tata.
It was amazing. I promise you, it was a gospel award. It was like BET, but for gospel artists. So you could see their performance, and then people went to Groove Party walikuwa najisikia. You know, if you had attended Groove Party,
Alikuwa umepata hiyo tiko.
I know.
Wewe.
If you got a ticket to Groove Party, you'd feel like, and then you'd watch VIP, and then you'd watch your friends on TV, and you're like, I know. You know, it was an amazing feeling. So I wonder where all of them and why all of these people actually decided to change their genres. And Chris is actually saying that it's because gospel music don't have gig opportunities. And I also saw somebody coming out to ask today, Christina Shusho, fanya concert. We don't hear concerts. Have you ever had
gospel?
Yes.
Ziko.
But Job, it's not like the secular ones.
I think, okay, let me give an example before we move on.
Imagine,
We've had the Maverick, the group of US.
Yeah.
They came to Kenya last weekend.
Yeah.
And they had a concert, a very big concert. So why can't the Kenyan artists be chipped in such kind of the opportunity, the gospel artist? Kama si tunaweza patiana opportunity tuite wanaijo. I'm giving an example of how concerts operate, yeah? Sijui curtain raising and all that. Why can't, when these people come here when they're given a chance by the 254, not call the gospel artist and get gigs from
But you guys,
because by this giant.
let's be
that's
honest.
what I'm saying.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You guys, are you trying to listen to some gospel shit right now?
No, let me tell you something. People listen.
we're just saying.
It's about music. It's not even about. Listen, I was watching. What is the name of Guardian?
Guardian Angel.
That guy gets 10 million in a week.
Views, yeah.
10 million, and then you're here saying nobody listens.
that
Yes.
is the gospel.
At a point that
God.
right now everybody's trying to fight
shit.
religion. Nobody wants to listen. Jesus umeniokoa.
Guy,
Katie,
high school, kwani wewe high school?
Katie, I'm just telling
No,
you, Guardian has 10 million in
In
a
high
week.
school, you know my school
Nyashinski
was.
cannot reach.
But let's give the reality of what it was. In high school, you remember the high school?
I know, yeah.
And
Now we are talking about right now today.
kuja shule.
I know.
Yo, ujua je ngoma ya Mr. Seed wewe.
Funny part
Najua sisemi nasema at this point.
Angekaa shule like tunaimba, ujua je ngoma ya Mr. Seed. Like yani gospel ilikuwa imeshika.
However much you say that at this point who listens, we've seen and we've heard how religion has still been indoctrinated in Africa. You know, people still believe. You might not, you have the knowledge, you've woken up, but there are people who actually listen. I'm giving you an example. This is Guardian. I don't even know any song of Guardian, but I was looking, okay, I know a few back then, but I don't know his new songs, right? But I'm looking and I'm like, this guy, 10 million. This guy, in 1 week, not even Nyashinski, not even Calligraph has done, not even Sauti Sol. And this is one person in a week in one track, Katie.
That's
so
money.
people are still listening to this.
They are still listening to this, but maybe also even these people are just waking up and realizing this was all crap. You know, at some point you are all there. You know, and maybe they are also waking up and realizing, this is a lie, and I've been lying to people, and I need to quit this, and this is why they are turning into secular songs. Because at the end of the day, you know, worship songs comes with the religion and Jesus nonsense. So tell me, you've just woken up, Shman, you've known this is a lie. You know,
you can do conscious, Kate. You don't have to do worship. You can be a conscious singer.
Now we are talking about
we
are talking about worship.
Yes,
we are talking about worship. This is why I'm saying maybe these people have just woken up, or they are waking up and realizing, this was nonsense. This is you know, and we have all been in that point in life. We have always you know, I remember myself, I used to be a church girl. I could go to church. I could even, at this time of the year, I was in a church trying to prepare for the Christmas acting, you know, the Christmas zilikuwa zinaitangwa aje, we had to act skits, memorizing the skits and trying to act. I was always was it the shepherds, the angels who are singing.
Yeah.
I was always the angels who are
Yeah.
singing, so I could be busy right now trying to get to know the Christmas songs and
Yeah.
everything. But right now at my age, will I do that? Do I still do that? I
Yeah.
don't. I've woken up, and this is now what I'm saying. Maybe these people are waking up at the point.
I agree with you
Yeah.
at some point. It could be a waking up moment, because I think mtu kama Bahati, if they speak of gospel not paying, personally I feel like mtu kama Bahati was getting gigs.
Yeah.
Because once again, shout out to DJ Carter. I observed and saw the growth of Bahati and during that time of
Yeah.
gospel. The plot switch of him says why it happened, the transition of him choosing becoming a secular artist, Willie Paul as well, and so many, and
Yeah.
even the release of literally gospel songs. As much as we don't pay attention to the gospel industry,
Yeah.
stuck at all, like there's still people, like you are agreeing,
Yeah.
there's still people who have not walked and they still listen to this every morning when they wake up,
Yeah.
every time when they're doing dishes. This is what keeps them going when they are, trying to keep themselves hopes high,
Yeah.
literally. And we've all been there, like you
Yeah.
said. But it could be a waking up moment. And also, I've heard from the narrative, I can't remember from which artist, but the gospel industry
Yeah.
does not pay well.
Yeah, even the concerts does not. Right now, if you look at gospel concerts, right now they don't sell as much as they used to do
Exactly.
a long
That
time
is,
ago.
and that is why Chris was actually saying that it is because there is no gig opportunities
Yeah.
and there are no big concerts compared to that. I do agree, but also let us talk about venye hao watu walikuwa na pretend. The pretense, and I do believe like there's just something that gospel makes you not wanna be. We just see very well that you are very uncomfortable in your space. Look at the struggle. Now, if you want to know what's real, the struggle between diverting from gospel to secular, that period, he's so confused. I'll talk about Willie Paul. The confusion that came with his music. One time is God,
Jiggy,
the
jiggy.
next one is like, and then it starts by a little bit of love songs, and then now it goes wild, and I'm like, nigga, you were just wild all this time. Why were you acting and trying to pretend? Because there's a lot of hypocrisy in the gospel and a lot of hypocrisy in religion. Look at people like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
They are the saints. The
And
saints.
they always trend for the wrong
Alright,
reasons.
but they train for the wrong reasons. I'm like, you actually are not comfortable in your zone. Why don't you just be yourself?
I know.
You are trying to hide under religion that is first of all making you feel
People
uncomfortable.
always act like they don't have their demons. Everyone has a demon side.
Yeah.
Come on. Everyone has the demon side.
I know.
And the demon time that, when it's out, it's out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very crazy because you can't tell me you're saying Jesus, and then you have kids with your cousins.
I think
Your
also
sisters are
Your sisters are being found in bathrooms and you're like, it's what
it's
Jesus
a thing.
family.
It's a thing. I think also of because religion keeps you away from the real world. Like you don't interact with the real world a lot.
Yeah.
You're so much kama you're not saved, which is the most important thing. Like before you walk out of this earth, you need to go with you and Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, that is always the most important thing.
Yeah.
Literally, and that is what most of the people dwell in and want to focus. Because if you really understand the depth of our religion, come on, Elobet, what now?
I know.
Guy,
If
this shit is deep. It's
It's
really
deep,
deep.
I promise.
You
Yeah.
wake up, you pray. Before you eat, you pray. Before you leave the house, you pray. After you come back, before you sleep, you pray.
Yeah.
You wake up in the middle of the night, you pray. There's fasting periods and fasting days.
Yeah.
There's now the singing part of where you have
I
to
know.
pour your emotions.
I know. Oh my God.
Come on,
It
it's
was
so much
nasty.
invested, and I think it keeps you from the real world. And personally, I feel like such people like Willie Paul, sorry
Yeah.
to say, and the rest of the gospel industry, those who have escaped, the matrix and came back to now the
The real selves.
to the real selves.
And the real
They're now
world.
enjoying
Yeah.
interacting with the real world.
the real
'Cause
world.
you get to there's opportunities in the industry.
Yeah.
There is you getting to travel.
Yeah,
There is-
you getting
you're
to
now
be
seeing-
yourself.
You're now getting real money. You're just starting to see. Now hoping and just
Yeah,
there singing.
exactly.
Like, come on.
I mean, there's a lot of hypocrisy that comes with the religion, and there is struggle that these people actually, you see this person and you're like,
Yeah.
you're just pretending.
Yeah.
Somebody's like saying, I don't do this, but in the real side, when you meet them in person, they're drunkards, they smoke weed,
Yep.
they love women and everything, but the gospel, or rather the religion, has actually made them feel some type of way, and they're really scarred into their own weird space,
Yeah.
you know. So I do believe when you get out of this religion bullshit that you actually gotten into your mind, because at the end of the day you wake up not knowing who God is or who Jesus was. It is something that you grew up being taught, you know, and you practice it for a long time until it becomes part of you. But again, you wake up, and the people who are not from these religious families, you know, they get out of it and they still learn from their own, you know, practices and their own beliefs. And I do believe that for you to be an artist, and the reason that's why this religion or gospel gigs are not working out is because people are actually realizing, first and foremost, that singing about this and this and all this religion being fake, you know, doesn't make sense. First and foremost, I want to see Willie Paul being himself. I want to see Willie Paul mwenyewe pose mwenyewe. I want to see Bahati.
I mean, even look at
being,
Diana.
I know. If you imagine penye walianza, HCG, my prayer, whatever,
Funny,
partner, you know, and right now you see her, they're even rapping.
So that's to her.
You know, it's
They
crazy.
post pictures while they are sharing.
What? I mean, you know, it's crazy. I mean, they just them. Be yourself. There's,
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing as uncomfortable as being in a space and you're pretending.
I know.
Personally, me, I'll pretend, but if I can't, I won't pretend for long. I want to be myself around, you know,
Exactly.
people. I'd be like, okay, now this is gospel, all right? And then you become wild and everybody's
Live.
like,
Just
what? Just live
man.
yourself.
Live.
Exactly. So that is one of the things I noticed, and I do believe that, of course, and I see Keith in the building and Asema Pale, yes, money, you're correct. They listen, but this shit doesn't sell out big concerts because it has their own reason. But I also see
But in America, they do.
Keith is in America.
Kids in America, they do.
But compared to Joby, compared to Secular, do they?
I don't know, maybe right now, but hey, me have seen live gospel concerts. They have sold out, especially where white people majority are involved.
No, they want to create a.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I also see somebody called Ikan Fire. He's saying, ladies, please understand your success depend on men. Really,
No.
nigga? No. Who is this?
Shout out to Ikan.
Is our fan?
He's our fan.
Oh, because we build the roads, we build houses, we build everything to facilitate your
Stop
success.
building and
So
see
just
if
take
we
it
will
easy.
die.
Yeah, Ikan. I mean, our success doesn't depend on men.
Stop
Literally.
building and see if we will die.
Or stop building and see if we won't build.
I mean,
because I believe they're engineer contractors. Or what
I
do you
wanted
mean?
to become a one. Building and construction.
Yeah.
And I can still do that. So
Do you know, it's such, sorry to say, but you'll find majority of such type of men will say women are not supposed to acquire property.
Yeah.
Or
very
inherit
stupid
what we have
comments.
in Africa.
Yeah.
we can just stop building and see if we will.
I also see Ikan saying, keep jumping and spit knowledge in bro. I don't know what that means, but he's saying, could you stop talking about these Christian sellouts? Nobody cares. Ikan, first and foremost, we have to talk about them, and we are not talking about it to promote religion. We are talking about it to open people's mind and see the hypocrisy that comes with knowledge. Maybe you have not understood our conversation, but please check it out from the start. Maybe you'll get and understand what we are talking about. I also see Ikan saying, keep jump on the ladies are going astray. Everyone has a dark side. And also so Ikan is saying, keep jump on the ladies are astray. Please understand, Ikan. Live in.
And this why I don't know if as you get in Uganda church is because kunole kijana kwa nimekrashia. I never used to pray. And I used to sleep. So I used to be told I have demons.
Somebody was telling me today
I have demons.
that I do remember back then when I used to live with my mom. She would go because I'm raised in an SDA family. So Yadamka she'd go at 8, alright? And leave us in the house and study and to some. Come to church immediately.
Your mom.
But yeah, come to church. Follow me at church. I'm like, I'm still bathing and dressing up. So I'd go around 11:30. 11:30. And you know, the services ends around 12:30. Your time when your pastor anaanza tu kuongea, like when the pastor is just coming on the altar and starting to talk, that is when I creep to church. Just for my parents to say that I didn't miss, at least I was there, you know. And then 10 minutes later, I'm dreaming.
God damn.
Well,
I used to sleep.
fall
I
down for
fell
I used to
down.
sleep and I used to escape and go chill with boys.
Oh, that
Like
was a
that was
crazy
just
one.
what used to make me happy in the church.
But as we
and
continue,
food.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
still there's
know.
sadaka
Yeah.
with food.
Andrew
Yeah.
Robinson is saying, hi, Africa's
Hi.
Charlie's Angeles. Zamani Angel. I also grew up in church and I was a junior choir music director in the day, and also you are since early 80s.
Exactly. This is the real world. And welcome to the real world. Stop hiding. Be yourself. There's nothing as beautiful as being yourself. From me to you, have yourself a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for those who have been with us through the week.
Remember, you can listen to them on Spotify. Catch the videos on Rumble and also on BitChute. Nonetheless, enjoy the rest part of your day.
Okay.
Much love, family. I'm just seeing Ikan's comment. He's saying, I'm not a fan. I am a judge of character and a lover of knowledge and wise people. Well, that's nice of you. Have yourself a good weekend, and please don't drink and drive. Don't drink and talk to people like that. And also, make sure you stay positive. Make sure you stay hydrated and learn to mind your own business, my people. Enjoy the rest part of your weekend. Enjoy the rest part of your day. And kwaheri. See you on Monday. Much love.
Again, you need to get out of your zone.